Our guests today on Let's Talk are Emma Barrett and Paige Swift. They are seniors at Nettleton High School. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
And they are also EAST students. We don't call it EAST Lab. We used to say that, but that's trouble, right?
Yeah.
Man, it's a changing world. But EAST, tell us what EAST stands for. It's not a direction.
Okay.
EAST stands for Education Accelerated by Service and Technology.
All right, and now, Emma, you tell us what that was.
So it's an acronym, of course, what Paige just
Right.
said, but it's basically a chance for students to come and they can look at the technology and they can get a hands-on experience with stuff they don't have every day. And they use their talents that they find in our EAST class and make projects for our community.
Yes, and is it all computer generated or just largely computer?
It's mostly computer generated. We have different things you can use as well, but mainly it's all the softwares on the computer that you use.
Right, and these students at Nettleton High School have been doing volunteer work for the city for years and making cool things and videos and promotional things that have informed the city, have helped us educate about everything from littering to speeding to in various other projects that you guys have been a part of. How long have you two been in the program?
We've both been in it.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Yes, sir.
So, tell me some of the cool things that you've done that you most remember.
My personal favorite project that we've done is called the Deaf Not Deaf project. It's basically a group of students got together one year and we wanted to learn sign language. So our other EAST facilitator taught us in a little club, and a few students, including me, and Paige. Paige is also part of that too. We wanted to expand and make it into a project, and basically it turned into, we have our own elective at school for, you can take sign language as an elective for a foreign language.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Paige? Do you have another one?
That's also my personal favorite project.
Right.
We've worked with that project so closely over the years. I mean, we want to continue to expand it. We started it at our 9th grade year, and as seniors, we want to continue on with that project. And so it's definitely definitely in our lives. It hits a certain
Yes.
chord for
It
both of us.
resonates with you.
Mm-hmm.
What have you both learned sign language?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. This is our 3rd year in the class, so we
Yeah,
know
it's
it.
considered our foreign language.
Mm-hmm.
Say "I love Jonesboro" in sign language.
Okay.
Oh, that gives everybody a warm feeling. Thank you very much. Now, one thing you do every year that people around the city are well aware of is Touch a Truck,
Yes.
and
sir.
we have that coming up. What are the details?
Touch a Truck is on September 14th. It starts at 10 o'clock and will end at 1. And it's at our NEA hospital on the clinical side in the parking lot.
And if you've never been out there, you should go because it fills up the parking lot with trucks of every, not just trucks. I think I've seen helicopters, maybe some bombers, or I don't know what else out there. But you have every vehicle that the city uses, that the county uses, and even more. I mean, where all do you get your vehicles from?
Well, we reach out to the community a lot. So as soon as school starts, or as soon as the event ends, we automatically start planning for the next one. And so we come back and we take a little break, and on August 15th, as soon as the first day of school, we automatically start contacting vehicles and the community, and we get people in our EAST class would talk to them, and we're like, hey, do you have anybody in your family that you know of that would love to have their vehicle come? And that's basically how we get all of our vehicles. And
So you've got helicopters, fire trucks, dump trucks, excavators. The list just goes on and on and on, right?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen an Army tank out there, but
We've tried.
have you?
we really have.
We've called. We've tried getting it. If you know anyone, let us know.
If you have a tank, please call these ladies. That would be fabulous. But it's a fun day. There's a lot of food and entertainment activities going on, and the kids eat up blowing the horns real loud when you walk in front of them. So it's a good time for all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where did this originate, this Touch a Truck?
This started with our facilitator. Her grandson went to touch a truck, and she brought it back to the EAST class. And it was just like, we went to this event. It was really fun. And the next year, they were like, we want to do this project.
It just became something that was really cool, and it's hit home with the community because you get so many participants. Emma, how many people do you think come out to this event?
Well, each year it grows. So our first year we started about like 500 people, and then now last year was around 3,000 people.
3,000,
So,
yeah. And I think it'll be at least that many this year.
We're
We've
hoping.
always had good weather, and that's important, but it's not critical because they're trucks, they're vehicles. They drive in the rain too.
Yeah.
But, I think this is something that's really worked out well, and it's just one of many things you guys do. Can you talk about some of the other things that you do?
Our next project that is coming up actually is called our Veterans Day Luncheon. It's like the weekend before Veterans Day, we have a huge luncheon, and we bring in all these veterans, and like we basically just give them lunch and thank them for their service.
That is, and that's the EAST project?
Yes.
Because that's a big day, and the mayor and our police chief and fire chief and any veterans that work for the city have always really enjoyed participating in that program, and it's very well done. And I think you have veterans from around the community. And what I liked when I saw it was that you students sit with the veterans. You're not, young people don't normally prefer to sit with older people, but in this case you do, and you talk to them, and you enjoy the camaraderie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be doing that again. That's later in the year though, right?
That'll be in November.
Yes.
November. Okay. What else do you have coming up?
I mean, we always are working within the EAST class, and it's never ending, and so we obviously can't. We don't know what every single project is going on. Unfortunately, I wish we did, but we always have amazing things going on, and I'm so excited to see what this year.
What do you think this leads to? Is this a career for you down the road, or is it a hobby, or is it a skill that you can master for side money? What do you see graduates do with their EAST skills, and what do you plan to do?
So EAST has really touched me basically because I found my love for editing in EAST, and if it weren't for like me going in and being like, oh, there's this software that I can like put together videos and figure out found my love for it, I would definitely not have I would not know what to do with my life, because I now know that I want to be a film editor when I grow up, and that I want to major in that whenever I go to college, and so EAST has really helped me find that.
Very nice. Paige, are you on the same page?
Kind of a different route. I want to be a lawyer, and so it's definitely it's given me some skills to where I can communicate with people, and I can also I'm a little bit more organized because of EAST, because you definitely have to keep all the information that you're given in a certain spot, and without EAST I would have just been like, I don't know what to do with this information.
And it will give you skills that will complement your journey into legal work. I'm sure that you'll know how to make presentations and videos and.
Yes.
Well, good. And I think, do you know any graduates? Do you know any graduates of the class that can talk that are like achieving things because of their EAST work?
I know, isn't your brother?
Oh yes, my brother's in college right now. Actually with an EAST scholarship at UALR.
Oh.
He's a senior now in college, and he's continuing on with what he was learning in EAST during high school. In EAST during high school.
I guess we need to wrap up with Touch a Truck one more time. Tell people when they can be there, what they should show up with, and what they should expect real quick.
Touch a Truck is on September 14th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the NEA Baptist parking lot, the clinical side. You just can arrive. It's $5 per person, and it's $20 per family.
And kids can wander through or dads and moms, I guess, can wander through the trucks and turn on the lights and sirens and play with the horns. start
We
that.
will also have food at the event. First Community Bank cooks hot dogs, and Frito-Lay brings out chips. And we'll have water, and Coke will bring some sodas out. And then we have a roller polar that will bring ice cream. And we have our cotton candy machine. The Malco's donating popcorn. And all of this is, obviously it's donated. And so unfortunately it is a first come, first served basis. If we run out of cotton candy, sugar, we're out.
If you
know.
run out.
Yes. You'll have to get there early, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. As long as you got it on the record, I'm warned. Now, are there vendors, or do people sign up to be vendors for this, or do you provide all this?
Yes.
Yes. We have companies that come out and they bring all the food. It's all donated.
Are you accepting new vendors, continued
Yes.
vendors? So if somebody wants to have a booth or a tent out there, who do they call?
They can call our EAST facilitator, Sandra Taylor. Her number is 870-897-0020.
Okay, is there an email address?
Yes, her email is sandra.taylor@nettletonschools.net.
Very nice. Ladies, I hope you have a wonderful touch of truck. I hope I'm there. I hope the cotton candy's still there when I get there. And thank you for taking the time to join us on Let's Talk Jonesboro.
Thank you.
Thank you.